Hi guys, it's Soundfix Extreme here, back bringing you another battle that has been submitted to me. It was between Bloodybrit and that Dolphin sex. I don't know what's up with that name, but anyways, I think we should get it on the road. So, Dolphin starts with his Mienshao lead, very typical. Bloodybrit's going to start with Volcarona, but then quickly switch to Fortress because he predicts the fake out. And he knows that he can just heal it off with leftovers quickly and still won't suffer flinch consequences. And since Mienshao's life orb is going to take the damage and it's basically walled, it's got no choice but to switch out. So it's going to use U-turn, and then he's going to go out into his Heatran. And he's going to take advantage of the switch and set up Stealth Rocks. So now he's got some kind of setup going on. And here I think he's predicting Heatran using Stealth Rocks, but Heatran actually goes for Lava Plume and takes out Fortress, so that's the end of that setup. So now it's 6-5, and Bloodybrit's down. Then he goes out to Dragonite, and he's going to Dragon Dance, just to try and sweep through the team quickly. And since he predicted that, he's going to take the time and get up his Stealth Rocks. Now, he uses Earthquake. I don't think Dolphin was predicting that. Maybe he was just going to try and roar, I'm not sure. So now he's going to go into his Gliscor. And right here he's going to go for Protect. But Bloodybrit actually predicts that well and just gets up another Dragon Dance. So now he's got the Toxic Orb up. So now he can Poison Heal easily. Now Dragon Claw is going to do a very large amount to Gliscor despite its good defensives. But he manages to hit Dragonite with a Toxic. So that's eventually going to kill it either way. So now he's basically backed into a corner and has really no choice but to protect. And he's just going to go for Dragon Claw. It's going to get protected. Not much normal. He's just trying to stall out that Dragonite set. He can get the Toxic to just kill it. And now he actually plays another Protect twice in a row. It's not very usual because of the fail chance, but it works, and he manages to stay in another round and gets the Poison Heal, which normally would allow him to be able to take another Dragon Claw. He gets a crit right there, and that will actually kill Gliscor. And yes, that did matter because the last hit, I believe, took about 55% out of it. So if he hadn't got that crit, Gliscor would have been able to live a little longer and stall a bit more. I was going to go to Jirachi, going to use Protect, because he's really just trying to stall this thing out. She's got really nothing to stop it. And Earthquake, obviously, again. Toxic damage is starting to build up. And now, please note, Earthquake gets another crit and KOs Jirachi. And some of you might say that didn't matter, but I think that was a defensive Jirachi, although I'm not sure. In the end, considering it had +2 attack, it probably didn't matter. So he has 1 HP though, so he's just going to go into his Mienshao, hit it with a Fake Out, and that's that. So he managed to stop that sweep, but it was very costly for him. So now Bloodybrit's taking the lead, and he's going to go into his Volcarona. Takes massive Stealth Rocks damage. And Mienshao again basically walled, there's no choice but to U-turn. And thanks to Regenerator, that's what's keeping its health high. So he's going to go into Jellicent. And Volcarona is going to quickly get up a Quiver Dance. And Jellicent's wall Volcarona is basically pretty well, so he's going to go for a Fiery Dance. He's trying to get that special attack boost, and it's not working out. So he's going to use Taunt just to make sure he doesn't try and heal or do more Quiver Dances. So now he's basically forced into either attacking or switching. He's going to try Fiery Dance again to try and get that special attack boost again. But it just did not work that way, and Scald will actually kill that Volcarona despite its defense boost. So now it's an even game, and Bloodybrit is going to go up to Blissey. But a typical Jellicent, of course, runs Taunt, which will basically render Blissey useless. So now it can't use Toxic because it suffered Taunt. And Jellicent's basically just gradually healing with leftovers and stopping everything. It's a very typical Jellicent, but it works. And now he has an Alakazam. Gets hit with Toxic, but that thing is Magic Guard, so that's why the Stealth Rocks didn't do anything, and Toxic won't either. So it basically just saved him from status. Then nothing actually uses Grass Knot, which Dolphin was not expecting, and that takes care of Jellicent. So now he's gonna go into Mian Chow. And he's gonna switch out, he's gonna go into Blissey. Gonna take the Fake Out. Gonna do did okay damage for Fake Out. Gets hit with Life Orb damage. And now leftovers. And now he's gonna go for High Jump Kick and is actually gonna take out Blissey. So again, even the playing field, got rid of that annoying special defensive wall. So even game, and now Bloodybrit sends out Mew. And considering he's thinking Psychic, he's gonna go for U-turn, see if he gets the kill. That Mew manages to survive, so he goes out into a Celebi. And Mew just uses Barrier, raises its defense very high. So Celebi can try. So Dolphin's gonna try and take advantage and Giga Drain, but it also has an Amnesia, so this thing's really just gonna like bulk up and bulk up and bulk up. And Giga Drain basically gets health back. He's just trying to see what will happen. Fortunately, he doesn't want like Leap Seed or anything, but that's not exactly a bad thing anyway. So he's just gonna try and keep Giga Draining because he's basically got no other point at this rate. And this Mew is just going to keep raising its defenses like non-stop. So now another Amnesia, it's at max special defense. And Giga Drain is only doing as much as leftovers is healing. So it's not really getting him anywhere. And he really has no other option because this Celebi isn't offensive, it's defensive. Because Dolphin is basically running a stall team. And Giga Drain just isn't getting him much of anywhere. And that Mew is basically just getting itself completely up with its defenses. So now he figures, screw it, he just uses Thunder Wave. He would have done it sooner, I think, but I believe he knew that he would get synchronized paralyzed. So he just, like, waited it. Plus he knows that he can always just switch and cure it with Natural Cure. So now there's an the Tom passes it to Alakazam, which now has incredible defensives. And now it's going to try and do damage, but Celebi basically walls this thing with its typing. Alakazam can't really do much. It kind of just has to attack all it can. So now he's going to try Psy Shock. Still not going to do much. He's really just trying to use any move he can to try and take down Celebi. Not working though. And really, Celebi's just going to keep Giga Drain to keep its health up. Because Grass Knot barely does a thing. Celebis don't weigh much, and there's type resisting. So Bloodybrit's kind of back into a corner. He has all this defense, but he has like no real offense to go with it. So it's pretty stally. He's just going to go back to Psychic, see if he can get that defense lowering. Plus it's his most effective. And Celebi gets paralyzed and can't move, so he's going to try and keep playing off that at this point with Psychic. Because that's his only move that's shown to be effective. But Celebi just gets recovered, practically heals back to full. And he's really just trying to outstall this Alakazam. He really can't hurt it with all that defense up. But Alakazam, the same. But then, after that Psychic, he actually lowers its special defense. He goes for Hidden Power and he gets a crit there. And that crit was extremely important. And that was Hidden Power Fire, if you're curious, because it's a very standard Celebi. So yeah, he does another Hidden Power and the Alakazam's just about dead. And Celebi is up to 50%, but Alakazam is starting to wear it down. He hits another Psychic and Celebi's just about dead. And then he gets that Para Hack, so he actually does manage to finally take down the Celebi with the Psychic right there. And now Celebi is down. And now all he has left is Mian Chow. Now at this point he thought it was basically over. And he figures he'll just try a Fake Out, and it actually, despite all Alakazam's defense boosting, it does manage to KO it. with the life orb and all that attack EVs, and manages to get that. And then Mew takes Stealth Rocket's damage, it's paralyzed, and a U-turn will finish it. So he managed to actually get through thanks to that lucky crit. So anyways, tell me what you guys thought. So comment, like, subscribe, and if you guys have any battles, remember you can just PM me and I'll check them out and I might be able to do something with them. Also open to battles, and I guess I'll be seeing you guys next time.